Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions and back with 21 Pilots. The next track is called March to the Sea. I can't tell from the title what this is going to be about. So we'll have a listen to the song. 21 Pilots always bring something interesting and innovative, not only to the music but also the lyrics, and we'll have a look at the lyrics afterwards. Let's have a listen. Here we go, March to the Sea.
There's miles of land in front of us, and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make.
True.
And all fall in line. A stranger's back is all I see. He's only a few feet in front of me, and I'll look left and right sometimes, but I'll fall in line. No one looks up anymore, 'cause you might get a raindrop in your eye, and heaven forbid they see you cry as we fall in line. And about this time of every year, the line will go to the ocean pier and walk right off into the sea. Then we fall asleep.
Interesting transition.
As we near the end of land, and our ocean graves are just beyond the sand, I ask myself the question why. I fall in line, then out of the corner of my eye, I see a spaceship in the sky, and hear a voice inside my head. Follow me instead. Follow me instead. Follow me. Then the wages of war will start inside my head with my counterparts, and the emotionless marchers will chant the phrase, "This line's the only way." And then I start down the sand. My eyes are focused on the end of land, but again the voice inside my head says, "Follow me instead."
So I'm going to talk about the lyrics afterwards. I'm catching quite a few of them here. Some were a bit confusing. I'm beginning to see a bit of a theme, so I could be off track, but we'll see when we look at the lyrics separately. I like the sort of choir sound behind. I don't know whether it's an actual choir or done electronically or sampled or what, but it's very good too. And of course Tyler's voice. It's a very different song. They always do something different, but this one is quite different. Let me back it up just a little bit there.
On the end of land, but again the voice inside my head says, "Follow me instead." Follow me instead. don't wanna march here anymore. I realize that this line is dead, so I'll follow you instead. So then you put me back in my place, so I might start another day. And once again, I will be in a march to the sea.
Okay, that was a long, steady tone or note at the end there. Yeah, love Tyler's voice. A very different song compared to the others that we've listened to so far. Although some of the themes in the lyrics, I think, are not so dissimilar. So let's have a look at the lyrics now. March to the Sea by 21 Pilots. Lyrics written by Tyler, of course. There's miles of land in front of us, and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make, and I'll fall in line. So I'm not sure, but I think he's referring to just lots of life in front of us, but we're dying with every step we take. Once you're probably from the very beginning of life, we're actually on the path to death because that's a part of life and death. That's the cycle, and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make, and I'll fall in line. A stranger's back is all I see. So if you were literally lined up and following one another, you just see the back of the person in front of you. He's only a few feet in front of me, and I'll look left and right sometimes, but I'll fall in line. So I'll continue to do what everyone else is doing. I'll continue to be what is expected of me. No one looks up anymore because you might get a raindrop in your eye, and heaven forbid they see you cry as we fall in line. So yes, don't have a problem, don't have anxiety, don't have depression, don't none of these things are allowed. Of course they really are, but you get that feeling that they're not allowed. You get the feeling that you're supposed to just fall in line, pull up your socks, be okay, look at the silver lining, whatever. But that's not always possible to do. And sometimes people don't like emotion. They don't want to see if somebody else is sad or depressed, or they say that they are, then they judge them in a very negative way sometimes. That's not always true. So I don't want people to feel that they can't talk to people, because there are some very good people out there to talk to, and that will listen, and I will listen. So you can talk to me if you want. I've been there. I know what it's like. So I'm a good listener. And I can talk a lot too. When I'm making the videos, I think people sometimes, and even in my job, because I'm teaching in my job, people think that I'm an extrovert and that I'm always talking. I'm actually a very quiet person. When I was quite young in school, one of my teachers asked my mother during a parent-teacher interview whether I was mute, because I didn't speak. I hardly spoke at all. So I am a good listener. And about this time of every year, the line will go to the ocean pier and walk right off into the sea, and then we fall asleep. Meaning death, I suppose. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he means about the time of year. I'm not sure when this song was written, or whether he's really literally speaking about a specific time of year or not. And as we near the end of land and our ocean graves are just beyond the sand, I ask myself the question, why I fall in line. So yes, on your journey, a journey of life, if you like, and in this song, we sort of have a literal picture of marching to the sea, marching to our graves, which we are doing in a sense in life. I'm just seeing a lot of reflection in my glasses here. I'm having trouble getting the lighting correct. I may have to paint the wall behind me. That's the only solution. I've tried putting up other things and it doesn't seem to solve the issue. Um, yes, as we are moving towards our death, he's questioning himself. Why do I just fall in line? Why am I just following and seeing the back of this person in front of me? Then out of the corner of my eye, I see a spaceship in the sky, and I hear a voice inside my head, follow me instead. Now, that could be referring to a number of things, but with Tyler, I think he's talking about what goes on up here, what's going on in the head. Of course, you can interpret that in other ways, but I don't think he means a literal spaceship. And although he might be talking about, he could be talking about God, but if it's God, it's everyone following in line because that's the opposite. I don't think that's the one. But I could be wrong about that. Then the wages of war will start inside my head with my counterpart. So this is the argument going on up here in your head, all the different voices. And the emotionless marchers will chant the phrase, "This line's the only way." So don't step out of line. Stay in line. Keep doing what we're telling you. Keep following what you're supposed to do. And in my mind, that is the religion part. Keep following the faith. Don't question. Don't get out of line. Stay in line. And then I start down the sand. My eyes are focused on the end of land. But again, the voice inside my head says, "Follow me instead." And we have a lot of "follow me instead." Take me up, seal the door. I don't want to march here anymore. I realize that this line is dead, so I'll follow you instead. So then you put me back in my place, so I might start another day, and once again I will march to the sea. Um, I'm trying to be careful with how I say this because I don't want to offend too many people, but I just think it's again, I think there's a big question here about what is the right way? Should I just follow in line? And I think that would be, just doing as you're told and believing. I believe because I believe because I believe because I believe, which is not a really good system or method in my mind. Where's the evidence? Where's the truth? And so listen to that other voice sometimes. Ask those questions. Step out of line occasionally. We're all going to march toward our death anyway. I mean, there's no doubt about that. One way or another, um, if you live long enough, you get old and eventually you die. That's just part of life, and that's the thing that we have to accept. At least so far. Maybe one day things will change, but my guess is then the question will be: Are we actually human any longer? If AI and mechanics and things start to replace us, are we still us? I don't know. I won't live long enough to see it go that far, but in this particular song, I think there's a lot of questions in here about just staying in line, following what has been said and what has been said and what has been said for thousands of years, hundreds of years, depending on what you're looking at, or questioning and looking for truth for yourself. And I think that's important, and I think you should do that. There are times when falling in line makes absolute sense for your own health and mental stability and society and all the rest of it. I mean, it's just, we can't. Society's good sometimes, but then sometimes it's okay to question and step out of line occasionally as well. So I really enjoy the lyrics. I enjoyed the song too. I don't think it will be my favorite song for sure. Um, Certainly not my favorite song of 21 Pilots altogether. I don't think it'll even be my favorite song of this particular album. I think I like some of the others better. But it's a great song, and I love the lyrics because there's a lot to dig out, a lot more than what I've even said. But so it's still a real exceptional song for 21 Pilots. They always bring it, don't they? They're so amazing. All right, it's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. Bye bye for now.